I don't know why. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's just a bit of fun. Oh, where's Paul anyway? I'm just gonna bosh out this tier list because why not? Seeing as I made it and like no one cares about it that much. Yeah, shout to Paul in his bath. I've got I don't have the course today. I'm on that, so and a high shout out to Jumanji DBUK. But this one's just purely for like Amiga heads, you know. Which it could be. Jumanji, have you been on that new what's it called? Because you must like the film. Is what's it called? The new coaster, the Mandrill Mayhem or whatever it's called. But no, I think it's just a family coaster. Yeah. Anyway, I'm waffling. I just saw Jumanji. I thought, yeah, I've still not seen that. So, any else? I hope I do something controversial on this. So I won't go by release date because I haven't put it on order. But probably the earliest one in there is, well, it's got to be Ultimate Soundtracker as far as I know. I wouldn't be very good on like a mastermind or a quiz or whatever because I can't remember when that came out. But was it 1987 or 6? I can't remember. Oh, Solux is here. Alright, Solux. Oh, so I was hoping you might do a, you know, Sunday rollers, but it's alright, no worries. Alright, let's just jump straight in. Right, AHX. So this is the this is the one that just does like Sid style chip tunes, isn't it? And I have used it. So the tier list where you can see what it is: Super Dope, A, B, C, Lord of the Suck. Never used it. I think it's got to go C, just because I'm not a fan of chiptune, but I respect it. You know, I prefer to like just listen to it, just like chill to it, than actually make it. And I like the whole competition side of it. You know, trying to get the file size down for your chiptune jams. I mean, it's crazy. It's like, what's it, 512k chiptune competitions and stuff like that. Probably less, I don't know. Right, Audio Master 4. And I haven't used the other Audio Masters, so that's got to be S tier. Yeah, that's just my go-to for, well, just like, not for sampling, but sound editing, like, because it's got, oh, what can I say about Audio Master 4 that's not been said? It's just, yeah, it's good. And you do probably need an O30 for it because sound processing, even just simple volume ramps, they take forever on that. It's got a unique sort of steppy time stretch sound to it. So I think it deserves to go there. I wouldn't mind knowing what's the difference between like all the versions from like 1 to 4, but I don't know. Audio Master 4. Also, you can record like you've got a live sampler on your Amiga. You can record like a full minute worth of audio. You can just select a range, and in the drop down menu you can just save the range. You know what I mean? And that's good. So there's only a few things I use it for. The flange on it's quite good as well, and the filter EQ on it's not too bad either. Just takes a while if you don't have an O30. Right, bars and pipes. Oh, here he is. Alright, Paul. My partner in crime. Okay, bars and pipes. Never used it. And I think actually what I should have done was I should have like never used it. Colon looks good. I want to try it, or never used it. I don't want to ever use it because it looks bad, you know. But I'll leave it at that. Bars and pipes. That would just be MIDI only, I guess, is it? Oh, here we go again. Future Composer. Yeah, never used it. Never even heard of it. Yeah, I use Music X. I use Music X. I used it once or twice. Future Composer. Yeah, I've never heard of it. Ice Tracker is Lord of the Suck. Cause okay, so it's not one of these like pro trackers. It's got like different style artwork on it and a different name. There is actually some features on that, and it's something like instead of sequencing it by pattern at the top left where you normally do, you sequence the tracks, the channels, or something. But I don't know. Alright, Ticon. Yeah, I mean, I used it for about 2 seconds and it crashed. It's quite cool looking. I mean, I sort of want to put it C. Yeah, I'll put it C because I like the ideas behind it, but it's just buggy as hell, and it just, yeah. The colour scheme on it I thought was quite cool, but it's just one of these like cowboy hacks of Pro Tracker, you know. Right, I'm probably saying some really like ignorant shit, and I'll be doing that throughout the whole thing because I'm not up to scratch on the history of trackers. Yeah, swings and roundabouts, mate, innit? Right, Med version 3. Med version 3, that takes me back to my childhood, so that's going to go, obviously I don't use it that much now, so A, I think. And add the little dancing man on the cursor. Yeah, and it just, when I look at it, it just instantly makes me think of, I know I keep going on about how I hate the ST00 samples, like the fun bass and the mono bass and the pop snare too, but actually, just for nostalgia reasons, I'll bump it up to A. Okay, next, mod to samp. So this is version 0.80, that's the 8-bit Bubsy 128K sample time fix. So that's super dope, obviously. I mean, once you set up all the folders with the load and save, because you can go into the icon information and you can set up all your, sorry, not folders, drawers. It just becomes really easy and you just get used to it. So, I mean, multi-samp's like sort of, it's like a 6th limb. You know, I mean, most people only got 5 limbs, but like, multi-samp's like a 6th limb for me. It's like, I know where to go. Hit the tab on Pro Tracker, and then it takes me to Workbench, and then I can just load up multi-samp and fill in all the deets. Right, next, Music X, which, yeah, Paul's right, I have used it once or twice, probably last before lockdown. It's very popular. Music X. I'll put it there for now, but I'll change it. So when I was using Music X, I thought, is there any way I can compare it to like Cubase on the Atari? And you sort of can, but the thing I found was frustrating was you couldn't just. It was on the piano or Atari Cubase. You could just hold down on the bar, if you know what I mean, the line on the piano roll. You could drag its length. But on Music X you don't get that. You can't drag the length of the notes on and off gates. So you have to put that. They're like prefixed lengths on notes, and that was the only drawback for me not using it. So, but obviously you can still make bangers on it. Yeah, Music X and an Akai S-Series sampler, and yeah, you can still make good tunes. So I'll put it in A. Right, NASP version 1. Oh god. The one that started it all. The OG. I'll put it somewhere in the middle. Okay, NASP version 4, or oh, it's this guy. Yeah, the shout out to Japanese writing dude. I'm sorry. You know who I mean. Or dudette. And shout out to No Mercy. Have you heard of Sunvox? No, I haven't. But I will check that out. Sunbox. So is that on Amiga? Okay. Sorry, yeah. NASP version 4 / well, I just put the 8-bit Bubsy fix, which now makes it work on the A600. That's super dope. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care about the hate. You know, all aboard the hate train. I'm putting it super dope. And I know, Paul, I'm going to get you onto that. There is obviously something else I would like to put here, which might be coming my way, but it's that'd be super dope as well. But that's not for this video. But it is related to Amiga Dub Sirens. Oh, I did a footwork collab. Oh no, right. Well, I have to retrace my DMs, because I just hope it's one I put in the mix. And maybe I didn't. Sorry, mate. Oh no. Problem is, I've got so many like collabs going on and off. It's just I can't keep track of them anymore. But I'm a bit lazy in my collabs. I've got to give my wrist a slap there, because you know it's just come on, Mikey, pull your finger out, because I've got many collabs to finish, and remix projects and everything else projects. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I possibly still got the mod. I can resend it. Yeah, please do, mate, because obviously Weekend of Seven is over now. That was pretty good. Although my favourite Weekend is still number 3 for some reason. I think it's just the vibe at the time. Yeah, but I was still cracking on with them. But anyway, after the Weekend finished, my mind's just gone a bit blank, and I'm thinking, right, what have I actually got to do now? What projects have I got to get on with now? But actually, I've got projects that I can't tell you what they are, so I'll leave it at that. Okay, noise tracker. Yeah, to be honest, I don't think I've ever used it, or did I? Maybe it was version 1. I mean, is there much difference between 1 and 2 noise tracker? I did watch, like, someone did a seminar of it, the creator of it, and he was talking about all the different versions and how he didn't like the GUI of one of the trackers before it, and he was complaining about like the scroller going across it, and he put some tape across his monitor or something to hide the scroller, distracted him. But I think noise tracker, it only works on A500 or an A1200 with the, that little, what's it called? Well, it's a floppy, and it's just got what's it called? Retro kick or something? What's it called? It forces your Amiga into like an old kickstart, Relo kick, I think it's called. Anyway, so I can't really talk about that much. Alright, to Oraz. Let's carry on. Right, Octomed 4, straight away, super dope. It's my, yeah. Okay, Octomed 4, that's, I wish I still had the magazine in here. But it's, I could tell you, it's See You Amiga, 1994, I forget which one. It's got like the little, might be Easter time, it's got the little chip coming out of gold egg. And the other discs are the Bubble and Squeak and a game called Bump or something. And it just brings back memories of my dad bringing in the magazine home from work on the kitchen table, and just seeing that Octomed 4 in the plastic sleeve is just, I can't get away from that memory, It's just, woo, getting deep there. Octomed 4, of course, so then I checked out that cover tune, that dance that I Feel It dance tune, and I just thought, I was hooked pretty much from there on. Octomed 4 is just that is god tier, Octomed 5, I know it's got its fans. Actually, no, I think it's too harsh to put it in at A when it's still quite good, but it's going to go that end of super dope tier. I don't know what it is about the graphic interface of 5/4, but oh yeah, Amiga Nuts, of course, and that was, I didn't put version 3 on there because I just thought, well, what did they do? I mean, tried to put some extra MIDI setups on it or something. It's just, I think it's just a bit more advanced MIDI stuff. But I think, but yeah, obviously version 3 is really good as well. I think Hexadeci liked version 3 as well. Octomed 5, yeah, I'll leave it there for now. Octomed Sound Studio, I can't remember if I used it or not. I got all the floppies, I got the install floppies for it. But I've never used it, I don't think. I've used, obviously I've used, this was back in the day when all the like Amiga people moved to PC, pretty much. And Med Sound Studio around the year 2000 or 1999, and so yeah, I used Med Sound Studio, but not Octomed Sound Studio. Here we go. Sarlacc V5's got more features than 4, but it's just slower to work with for me. Yeah, I feel that same way as well, actually. Yeah, it's just because everything's moved around. What you expect to see on the button is now like a pull down menu. I mean, they were trying to clean it up, I guess, but I don't know. Right, P1210, yeah, it's up there. I don't need to say much more about that. And I probably don't need or want to say too much about that now. Right, Pro Tracker 2.3D, the Hoffman favourite, is it? It's like people like 2.3 is real. It's got its like real like loyal fan base, and they won't touch anything that isn't 2.3D. And yeah, I've used it. It's good. I don't think it's ever crashed. I'll put it A. Right, Pro Tracker 2.3 F. That could also include 2.3E. This is like the new 8-bit Bubsy sort of league, and that is solid. You know, can I put it above Octamed 4? No, because nostalgia. For nostalgia reasons, I can't have anything above Octamed 4. So it's probably gonna go there or there. There. So the story of me is because people sometimes ask me, "I used to be like an Octamed 4 boy. Why are you such a Pro Tracker boy now?" And the answer is PT1210. It's sort of ruined my life. But I can still just about work Octamed. I think AJ might disagree there when he came round, and I can actually remember, oh, how do I do this and that. But oh god, yeah. I respect anyone that can switch between Pro Tracker and Octamed. I think, right, Barnabas, I think Solux you can do it, but I don't know how you do it. Because even Octamed's got that PT key. Because I used to think that button said Pi key, but it says PT key. And it translates some of the hotkeys to Pro Tracker keys, but not all of them. Probably about 80% of them. So yeah, the 8-bit Bubsy Pro Trackers, they're rock solid. And the newest one has the 128k sample support, which is on the sampling side, I should say, which is just magic. Okay, Pro Tracker 3.15. Look at the tiny. I'm gonna put it in. I can't be too harsh on 3.15 because, like, Pro Tracker 3.15 is like your learner play Pro Tracker. And the same goes for 3.62. I'll just put that in now. But I don't like it as much because the GUI is ugly as hell. But yeah, 3.15 and 3.62, that is like the learner plate of the Pro Trackers. Because I remember thinking, when I was using for Octamed for such a long time, and I made the switch to Pro Tracker, I went to, I think it was 2.3D, and I just thought, this looks really clunky and blocky as hell. And it didn't look cool to me for some reason. It didn't look cooler than Octamed, so I went for 3.15 because it just looked a bit cooler. So like, yeah, Pro Tracker 3.15 and 3.62 is like the Fiat 500s of the Pro Tracker world. And I don't care what anyone says, that's the truth. And then obviously like the Pro Tracker 2.x, that's like your BMWs and Audis and that. So yeah. Right, Pro Tracker 4 beta. Never used it. I mean, it reckons it can do the whole 8-channel thing, but if it's anything like Octamed, it will just reduce all your samples to 4-bit, and it will sound tinny and grainy as hell. There's only one. I'll tell you, that thumbnail Pro Tracker 4 beta. The only thumbnail I could get was from a YouTube clip, and it was like a retrack of Hadaway, What Is Love, and it's just, well, respect to it, but yeah, the samples just sound a bit too grainy. I like lo-fi grit, but when it does that whole mixing with the polar channels into 4-bit or whatever it does, it just doesn't work, let's be honest. And then Chinese Japanese man says, been meaning to properly boot my Amiga up again as of late. Only a few versions of PT actually work on it since I installed the GoTech. Yeah. No tracker that looks that beautiful, says Amiga Journalism. Yeah, must be talking about Ultimate 4. Took a picture of 3.6, put it on Instagram. Someone said it made them nauseous. Yeah. It's just saying it just looks really ugly to me. But if you like it, you like it, you know. Each to their own. Oh, and the other thing about 3.15 and 3.62 is, so when you use ProTracker 2.xx, you get used to like where everything is on the actual tracker window, and like when a note disappears from the top, you know you're like 8 lines down to enter the next note, if you know what I mean. And then, but what 3.15 did was it crushes the window a bit, so you actually got, no, or does it expand it? Anyway, you got to go like 9 spaces instead of 8, and that just really messes with your head when you're trying to do something quick. Those who've used it will know what I'm talking about. So yeah, alright, sorry. Yeah, that's coming soon. Oh, it's next, look, ProTracker Serial Link version, also 1.2F. So Lord of the Suck. Like, I want to put it higher because like the intention of it is just, yeah, if it worked. I tried it last night, and every click you do on the mouse, it does it like 2 or 3 or 4 times. So I don't know if it's just my Amiga. I'll have to check it out on another one, but you can't work ProTracker like that when it's doing that. What else to say about it? I can't really test it fully to rank it properly. I don't have a null cable. Off 1K, yeah, he's cool, yeah. And yeah, I popped my cherry on his channel with one of my mods. Woo! Finally. Yeah, check that channel out. That's dope. Anyway, serial link version. So the idea is you get, I think it was built for the A500s. I don't know if it will work on AGAs actually, but you get a null cable, or is it serial or the parallel? But yeah, not MIDI. But I should keep this a bit hush hush. I'm talking to Echo Level, and he is, well, people already know, it's not a secret now, but he's working on a way of trying to link 2.3F to another 2.3F with MIDI clocks, but it's all going a bit chaos in the coding. Don't ask me anything about coding, but yeah, I respect him. And if you manage to crack that, if you manage to crack the whole link thing, that would be get the Prosecco out, you know. What else about, what can I say about Serial Link? It's got this weird little P thing on the left. They're obviously trying to make it look a bit fancy. It looks like sort of Tetris. What else to say about it? Oh, of course, and it's got the pitch slides on it. So on each channel you can pitch up the samples with a slider. And that sounds good on paper, but when I checked it out, it all went a bit sort of clunky and but clunky in a bad way, or maybe in a good way if that's your intention. But sort of like an arpeggiator sound. It could be used in a good way, but I expected it to be like a really clean pitch slide. But yeah, it is what it is. Okay, real-time effects generator. I've used it once or twice. It was it came with this. Don't know if you can see that, but that's where that comes from. And it's well, it's a bit like what Stereomaster does. It had the real-time like delays. You could put your microphone in, and it would give you real-time echoes and a flanger or whatever, a tremolo if you're lucky. Just really basic stuff. I had actually a project plan to like not only have NASP running, but having NASP run into another 600 running this real-time effects generator, but I just thought it's a bit of a hassle. What's the point? I got a Boss digital delay pedal, I could just run it through that instead. But maybe one day I'll do that again. Real-time effects generator, there's not much information about it online. So yeah. Right, sequencer 1. Sequencer 1, oh, okay. Right, that'll... No, I'll put it there. So that's just like... It's not even MIDI, it's just like bleeps and bloops, but I just remember using a demo of it, and you probably could use it as like a SketchUp tool for melodies, but it's very basic. It had like some demo tunes on it. It had one called Hip Hop, and I thought, yeah, I'll check the hip hop one out because that should be good. It wasn't that good, really, but for nostalgia reasons, I can't put it too low down. And I won't sync it. Shadow Sample Maker. Another nostalgic application for me. I'll put there. It's just a synth thing, but there's no real time controls. The idea is you just punch in a load of numbers. You got like a matrix of numbers from like 00 to what's it? I don't know, but you got like a dozen waveforms to choose from. It goes from like silence and a sine wave, and it goes into like FM sounds, and you just make sort of synthy sounds, you know. It came on this disc. Oh yeah, I got a lot of these discs. It came on that one. I love that. I love the two tunes on it, Fossilised and Orpheus. I think they're great. And the Picture of the Fish as well. I love that disc. Probably my favourite cover disc of all time, actually. Oh, and there it is. There's the Sequencer 1. So yeah, I got a lot of these discs. Okay, so what was that? Sequencer 1, okay. Right, Sonic's V2. I think this is by Ages. Ages? You know, the people that made Audio Master 4. Never used it. But just looking at it, I think it would be Lord of the Suck, because I'm not all about that. I'm not about that annotation stuff, man. No. If I can't load a breakbeat into it, or some bass, you know, it's no good for me. But if you like notation, then be my guest. Stereo Master, I'll put it in A tier for now. So Stereo Master is like a poor man's Audio Master 4, but it's got the cool box with the skull on it, so I might have to just put it up one. It's got a horrible 2-channel sequencer on it, which I've never tried to use, but it's got a weird demo on it, and it goes roll the drums, and it's just got these like out of time beats and weird telephone samples, and yeah. It's got and you can use different cartridges with it, so I could probably use a DSS8 with it. Fine, actually. There's not much to say about Stereo Master. Yeah, I don't use it that much. Or Micro Sound. Is that what it's called? No, Master Sound. Okay, so that's that. Right, Sound Tracker Pro 2. Like, I had it in mind. There was another one called Sound Trekker, as in Star Trek, but I don't know if I just imagined that. I think I've used it once, you know. Someone gave me the disc, probably Paul, so it's on there. I know it's a favourite of that lemon Amiga lemon. She likes it. Uh, yeah, I don't know what to say about it really. Does it even save as .mod? I guess it does. One thing I did like about it was I'll just put it in. I'll put it above Secrets of One. So it's got one thing I like about it. It has got not real time, but it's got some filter and EQ in the sample editor, which sounds a lot better than the one on Pro Tracker, I hate to say, but not the clone though. I mean just the filter and boost on Pro Tracker 2.3. It's a bit well, the boost is alright, but the filter doesn't exactly filter much. But it's got like an EQ filter on the sample editor, so and it didn't sound too bad to my ears. I think it's just got like a low band, mid band, and high band. And, yeah. And when you load it up, it's got this funny splash screen of the dude's face, the coder's face on it, which like it's just funny. It just comes out of nowhere. Like who's that face on it? It must be the guy who made it. Probably someone in Scandinavia. Okay, Ultimate Soundtracker, the last one. I mean, it deserves there just because it started it all, but I never used it. So, I've never used it, but it's going to go right at the top. I've never used it. Yeah, I think I'm happy. Oh, Star Trekker, yeah, okay, that's what it was. Oh, I nearly made a really stupid mistake. I nearly very nearly, stupidly put, what's it called? Fast Tracker 2, the very popular Fast Tracker 2 on here. And then I just thought, no, wait a minute, that's not Amiga, that's DOS, that's MS-DOS. And I feel bad because I've still never used Fast Tracker 2, but it's a bucket list tracker to try for sure, because some of the drum and bass jungle mods people have made on that and uploaded to YouTube, they sound really good. So yeah. Are you familiar with Pro Tracker? No. My list is short. What do you mean? There's like loads of other Amiga applications. I mean, there probably is actually, isn't there? But the thing is, like, there's like thousands of different Pro Trackers. So I came across one called it was called like Melon or Heart Tracker, but all they'd done was hacked like the original code and like put their own little graphics on it. So can you really call that a new version? I don't know. I mean, yeah, Cyphers has done that, and it's not really a new version. It's just like a new GUI, whatever. But yeah, fair play if you want to do that, you know. Yeah, that guy who's a fan of Fast Tracker. I used to clone by it, let's see. Yeah, I'll probably just check out the clone. Because, I mean, how do you run it otherwise? Do you need like a really old like Windows 95 PC or something? I mean, I don't know. And it's, so what are the specs on it? It's like, it's probably 16-bit, and is it like, it's 8 channels or is it more? I can't remember. But yeah, I really hope what Echo Level can do with this 2.3F sync, MIDI sync thing. I hope it does come to light, because I got big plans if I can make 8-channel mods, and even bigger plans if something else can be customised for me. I'll keep it, you know. But at the moment, I've just had to do with multi-samp if I want more channels, which is fine. Oh, DigiBooster. Oh yeah, I have heard of that one. Right, I'll just look now. I'm just curious. Can't find it. For Amiga. Digi. Oh, not Digit. Yeah, Digi. Alright. Looks like the last one made was 2014. Digi Booster 3. Alright. Oh wow. Well, how many channels is it? 6 channels, is it? No, it's more. Yeah, I've heard of it. Why didn't I put that on there? I bet there's people looking at that tier list just screaming and like, you can put Digiboost on it. So, yeah, sorry. I mean, that would go in my ranking of never used it. But it would have to go to another rank, another separate ranking of never used it but really want to try it. So yeah. Yeah, they're not really, yeah, these bigger plans. It's just, I'm trying to persuade some genius carriers to link Pro Tracker 2.3F up with another to make 8 channel mods. That's all it is basically, but it's no secret really. I've just got to wait. And it's not money the coders want, it's just time, and I completely understand and respect that. It's time they want, not money, so yeah. I think I'm going to end it here, guys. I'm not sorry if you're expecting an MN show, but next week I'll try and kick that up again, because I know some of you like the MMN show. I might even try and do like an Optimed show, just for the shits and giggles, like watch me fail as I try and relearn Optimed, because I do need to do more on the channel. Channel took a bit of a nosedive during Weekend of 7 because I was just so busy on making tubes and setting things up, putting dinghies in the garden, you know, like you do, you know. And thanks to everyone who tuned in for that. It's pretty mental, but I'm probably going to go now, so see you on the next one, next Monday probably. Alright, cheers.